Social distance from your family, and those are a part of the family. Yeah. Now, from people that are not your family, and these are part of the family. So you can't social distance. The boobies can't social distance. It's not allowed.
All right, guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, now we're live.
Digital live. I'm your host, Tiffany Terrell. I have my lovely co-hosts, content producers here with me today. And we got a new face, Dr. Pamela Gurley. Welcome to the team, ma'am.
Hey.
Welcome.
I should have had me some music going. You've been playing music all this time.
Honey, you want to infringe on us?
I need some intro music too, Jay.
We want to infringe, honey.
You can use the same music for her intro music.
It's okay, baby. Don't worry. We're going to work on it. We boiling up some things. Don't worry. We boiling. Ain't that right, Regis?
Is.
You can walk your way on in.
I'm so done.
Yeah, I can see no music. I just bump my way on right on in.
Oh, there you go.
Here's saying thank you all for including me because I feel very honored to be with, you all, a bunch of intelligent, smart, and nutty people.
You get that last part in there.
Well, everybody's, is intelligent when they want to be, and then sometimes you're urbanish when you need to be.
Good morning to Urbanish.
Good evening.
That is the side you will be getting.
All day.
All day.
All day.
So my spiel is always, I hope you guys are staying COVID-19 safe. You're washing your hands for 20 seconds, wearing your mask. And if you ain't near water and soap, make sure you guys got some hand sanitizer because COVID is still in the building.
Yes.
All the way till 2021 in the summer. Allegedly.
Y'all social distancing too, honey. But let me tell you what's not social distancing tonight. Yes, y'all titties are sick out tonight. Honey, the girls are out. Good morning. Yay. Yeah. Good morning. I'm here for it.
So guys, as always, we start off this show with a hot topic. And today we're going to touch on a couple of things, which our favorite thing, favorite president, the Don.
Who?
The Don.
You right. Shit. The Don. The Don. You absolutely right. Shit.
You know what? Let's get into this hot topic because this is talking about our, the main man in the news, Mr. Orange Face. One of his Olivia Troy, who was a Homeland Security advisor to Pence, and his lead staffer on the White House Corona task virus they have all kind of stuff going on about what she said. She put out a video that specifically said, and she said she would never forget the comment that he made, that he said, I don't like shaking hands with people. I don't have to shake hands with these disgusting people because he felt like coronavirus was the best thing that's happened for that reason. Allegedly. Wow. Allegedly, because the White House is saying he didn't say that. But just as she said, she came out and she wrote a book and she's on a video is saying that same thing. So what do y'all think? Disgusting people. The president saying he don't want to shake hands with these disgusting people.
Who are the disgusting people?
America.
Well, I guess he probably talked about the city official people and the people he be meeting with in the White House. That he can't be talking about us because we the 99.9% and he the 1%. So I mean, he must be talking about his colleagues.
He don't want to do his job any damn way. So
he's talking about his wife and his children, his staff, them disgusting people.
She don't want him touching her anyway.
She was already social distancing, honey.
Right. I agree.
For good reason. But she also said that, he failed to protect the American public because he only cared about himself and getting reelected. So he wants to
Cool.
get reelected, but he's saying, look, but coronavirus is good because you don't have to get near people. But if you also notice, one of the things that I go back and I was looking at the news today, and if you look at him, when do you ever see him with a mask on?
Never.
Very rarely. And if you look at his rallies right now, there's really no social distancing. So they've even said how he has no respect for what the scientists are putting out there. So it doesn't really shock me if allegedly, you know, this is true.
Coronavirus gonna get his ass. Yep.
But ain't this the same person that said to grab him by the pussy? So you can grab him by the pussy, but you don't want to shake their disgusting hands. So I'm confused. Which one is it, sir?
Well, if
Sir, I need to know.
He got the dirty hands. He got pussy hands because he never mind.
I don't want to shake no way. I'm good.
Sir, I need to know. Are we shaking pussies or hands? Which is it? I'm so confused.
You want to grab hands? You just want to grab that tang with him.
Right. That's crazy.
But don't we have a good old situation with some slaves?
Yeah. So let's get to hot topic number 2. This is just, you know, the Attorney General William Barr. Now keep in mind, I said Attorney General had the audacity to call the coronavirus lockdown the greatest intrusion on civil liberties since slavery, and likened career DOJ prosecutors to preschoolers. First of all, how in the hell can you even say that being in the house quarantined has any relation to slavery?
Slavery, you didn't have any liberties at all.
The Attorney General.
Is he black?
No, hell no. You know better.
Right. So why the fuck are we listening to what the hell he has to say about slavery?
I mean, because slavery, it don't mix. Like slavery, you had no rights at all. You had no liberties at all during slavery. Right. During the quarantine, you had a choice. You still had a choice. You know, it was quarantine or go to jail. I mean, that was still a choice. But being a slave, you just a slave. That's it. You slave or die.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't understand that. He must have been talking to Kanye West. What's Kanye West?
Right. He's white.
You know Kanye West is white too.
That's a white man. No,
don't you start, Tiffany. Don't you start with that Kanye.
Kanye West got a dark tan. He's just really burnt. That's all.
Kanye's for president.
Shut up, Tiffany.
No.
Lord have mercy.
I want to tap this screen so bad, but I'm using my phone today. I want to, but I ain't gonna do it.
Kanye for president.
No.
Please no.
Go with Trump before I go with Kanye.
I'd vote for Goldfish first.
You know what? What if everybody did write that in?
Goldfish. Nah, because they probably put that damn crazy ass man in there talking about, they meant Donald Trump because he's orange like the goldfish.
Oh, okay.
We got to pick a different animal.
Oh, the smile's back.
That's that saltine cracker.
We're gonna vote for alligator.
I don't understand Caucasian people when they've been protesting that they want it lifted, because a lot of states and cities were going to keep the restriction going on for longer, but they were out there protesting, saying that they violating, their human rights and all that stuff. And I'm like, Black people still ain't got no human rights, and you protesting because nobody else want to die with you, and
we're trying to save your life.
I'm trying to understand, why would you even, how do that even compare for you to come out your mouth talk about slavery? You don't know nothing
Distraction.
About slavery.
Thank you. Nothing. Distraction. And if we allow them to continue to distract us, they're winning. Yeah.
I agree. I read somebody's post earlier today, and I can't remember whose post it was, but they were on my Facebook wall, and it says, I wouldn't be surprised if those checks came out November 2nd. the stimulus checks.
Oh yeah.
Because of how things are looking, how things are going. We already know what the economic situation is. We know that the coronavirus is real. Now you need to switch some tides. And how do you plan to do that? But my thing is you could do that all day. You could try to switch the tides all day. Just give me the check and I'm still voting for the other.
I'm about to say, because the longer you wait, look. You can send a check on a second. I'm still not voting for you.
I'm gonna go to the bank and say thank you.
I'm just really hoping that they go with the popular vote and don't just put his ass back in there. You know, like they did before. Because, you know, we all voted last time and he didn't win by the popular vote, but he's sitting his ass in there and about to go right back in. But, you know, we talked about.
I don't know if they're gonna let another president get in to have to clean up the mess either. I don't and all logically, the mess that he created. I seriously, I don't know, but I know that whoever come in, I hope it ain't him, and I hope they come and lock the shit on down so we can get rid of the shit. Because it don't make sense for us to still be open and cases going up in every city. Then you'll take it off, put it on, take it out like it. And I'm like, and it's only because they're trying to appease everybody, and you can't appease people when you have a whole city and a whole country to run.
A whole country to keep safe. They're supposed to be there and
that's why he been doing
safe.
He been
I
running.
don't think that they fulfilled their purpose yet with it, so they still have more people to kill off. Bottom line, you know, they still want more people to die. Period.
But y'all do know y'all can go to Ghana, right, for free?
Say what?
Yeah.
Y'all can go to Ghana for free.
Yeah.
Come November, I might be in Ghana. So
and because we can do dual citizenship.
Dual citizenship.
I don't want the citizenship. They could have America. Just go ahead and just give me the Ghana.
Yeah.
And we could just delete the other one. I was never here. we could just delete it.
Here? Oh my God. No, but
I don't know.
You talk about population control.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's why the white men can keep on not wearing no masks, honey.
Because it's gonna backfire on who?
Honey, what kind of
backfire on them? Exactly. we are some resilient beings.
Okay.
Resilient beings.
Okay, try it.
So let's move on along to get you a piece with J. Dior.
Well, we already know what time it is. Yes. You better, yes. Yay.
I'm like, is my volume up really loud?
Somebody they jamming, and I'm like, what?
Right.
He was giving my intro music out. He was giving me peace.
We gotta get together. It ain't the same without intro.
So we have a lot to unpack and discuss, honey. There's a lot happening out here, honey. I don't know what happened to this week, honey, but there is a lot going on in the news. People jumping out closets and things, honey. So we have a lot. Yes, baby, jumping out the closet. Yes, I did. Yes, that's what I said. That's what I said. Jumping out, baby, going all the way out. Yes, honey. So we have a lot of things to discuss, honey. Yes. What are you doing? We have a lot of things to discuss, honey. Yes. So I am here for it. So let's first start off because we were playing WAP earlier. So we're going to just dive on in because we know this is one of the hot topics that the people want to hear about anyway. And that is this Cardi B and this Offset getting this good divorce. Honey.
She got that divorced ass pussy.
Did you just?
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
Get a bucket and a mop for this divorced ass. Hey.
Okay.
Y'all not ready.
Y'all see we have a remix probably brewing.
Cleaning that up, huh?
Wait.
To clean up that marriage. Bucket and a mop to clean that marriage up.
Yes. All the women out there that was hating on WAP when it first came out, and now you say what kind of walk that she got. And number one, you can't keep no walk, no amount of money, no matter how your body look. That's why I'm still checking. I'm losing weight on my own fucking pace because you out there getting surgery and asses and you still getting cheated on. Okay?
See, but she said she don't cook and she don't clean.
Okay, but you can cook and clean and still get cheated on. Okay?
But she ain't doing nothing but the walk.
What you do.
Baby, can we please call for stepper wives, honey? It's plenty, honey.
What?
You call all the housewives just about. Ooh.
Right. So no matter what you do to try to keep a man, if he do not want to be kept, he's not going to be kept. He's going to do what he wants to do. That's the
Again.
for you women out there. So I'm gonna need y'all to back up off.
And some of you men.
Girls.
Hey, I'm the bitches in the back.
I said, there's some of you men.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't be understanding. I don't be understanding how women sit up there and be against each other and be like, well, she got a six pack, she got a. It don't matter. She got a whole Halle Berry, Beyonce. We can go down the list of all the beautiful women that got nice bodies that's been cheated on. We can go down the list of the ones that got the bow ties up to their neck and they up there serving bean pies and they cooking and cleaning and can cook the best 3-layer macaroni and cheese that any dollar can buy and still will get cheated on. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, but go on. I just wanted to make that announcement.
And you
She
can't
was ready, honey. She was ready, baby. Mother had that opinion brewing, okay?
That's
It was
what
brewing.
she was trying to cover up earlier. Now she just peeling out like, oh, here.
It was brewing in her titties. That's what was happening. It was
What?
brewing in her titties. That's what was going on. So I mentioned that somebody was jumping his ass out the closet. Yes, he was. Or is, honey. And according to the Jasmine Brand, thank you, Jasmine Brand. So Andrew Gilliam, former mayor of Tallahassee, comes out as bisexual. Wow.
But we already knew that, though.
But he didn't come out. Everybody else knew, but he didn't
I'm
know.
not the one who really gets into politics like that. I as of recently just kind of like really grasping hold to what's really been going on out here in America. Like I've really been interested at this point, is what I'm saying. I've really gained an interest for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know who this man was until Tiffany sent me him, but I was looking him up. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I want to know how y'all feel about this because I know Tiffany be on this Black Power, right? And I know there's a lot of people, and let me start off like this. We live in Atlanta, right? We live in gay Atlanta. So with that being said, and that's how people do refer Atlanta. So with that being said, how do you feel about the bisexual and the coming out and another Black man and like how y'all feel about? And I want the women. I want to hear what y'all got to say because it's like 80 women to one man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then the men's is taking the men's. So it's a lot going on, right? It's a lot going on right now. I know you didn't put up no umbrella, but okay, it's a lot going on right now. So I really would love if I can hear from the women. Come on, dog.
Oh, you want me? Okay, so
yeah, come on and jump in since you got these Sparky D's sitting on out here like that. Yeah.
So let me
umbrella down.
I know, right? So first of all, I have to admit, I don't really understand the whole bi thing. Because that seems like hella selfish. It's already hard for, it's already hard out here enough. And then you got to compete with men and women. So I don't understand. So if somebody, well, I'm just saying, I would love somebody to explain the rationale of being bi as opposed to just, choosing one or the other.
Listen, I'm in the LGBT, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P clan, honey. I'm in all of that. I'm in all the clan, right? And that has always been one thing that has honestly kind of baffled me. I just kind of feel like you need to be on one side or the other because I think you need to leave people alone. You understand what I'm saying? Like I feel like you're doing a lot, and then you playing with people, and you could be playing with their lives and what's going on. So I don't think that is. I don't know. I just would rather him say.
Well, for me, because everybody knows I've had girlfriends and boyfriends. I've kind of mixed the two together in my early years. In my 20s, I was engaged to a woman at one time. And what I found is that men are able to accept the fact that you are bisexual, but it's harder, especially on a Black woman, because she feels like she has to compete with now both genders. And for me, if I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm not worried about another gender or another woman. You know what I mean? So it came to a point where I had to kind of choose which side I needed to be on. I still like girls, but I just choose to only date men. Because I just feel like it hurts them worse. I don't like doing it.
Yeah, it's a
say you choose their men.
Now the rationale behind that is a man, of course, can't really. It's like if a man gets caught cheating with a woman and he's dating a woman, that's very different than a man getting caught cheating with another man.
Exactly.
We don't have penises. So there's no comparison. So if that's what that person wants, that's what that person wants. And no matter what that woman does, no woman is going to be able to satisfy a man who just wants a penis.
But you can always buy one.
It's the same.
No, that don't even sound right.
It's the same.
It's
want to know.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Okay.
I mean, in that aspect, I think where I don't understand the whole need to be bi. Choose a side.
Yeah.
Just choose a side. I don't give a fuck what side.
Just one or the other.
And live your best life, but either be very upfront about it from the very beginning.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Dating someone and then coming out and saying, "Oh, well, guess what? I sleep with men and I sleep with women." That's the problem that I have with the way that some of the culture of the LGBTQWRSP.
Come on, yeah.
But the catch,
all of those, huh?
The catch is when you are honest like that with especially Black women, they choose for you. When you tell Black men the same thing, they don't really they care, but they don't really care. You know what I mean?
Choose for you.
They choose. Well, most
you.
Black women, if you tell them, if you even kiss the man or looked at a man any type of way, they automatically
But they're choosing for themselves. They're not choosing for you. They're not saying I don't want to be with you because they're saying this is not what I accept. This is not what I want for myself. So if they're choosing for themselves, that's very different. They're not making a decision for you. They're just saying what they can handle. Because I know a lot of women can't handle those
I'll give you that.
And it's easier to be upfront and say, look, I can't even handle that.
Go in peace. Go in peace.
Exactly.
You want a boy, girl, bye.
Yeah, and that is one of the factors, one of the reasons why I, only date guys.
So the thing is, are you really satisfied when you're bisexual? Are you really satisfied when you're just with the woman? Or do you still have the urge to want to?
I agree with the doctor. I just think it's
for me, I am.
Okay. What'd you say, Jay?
I agree with the doctor when she was like, she kind of felt like it was a little selfish. I do kind of feel like it is a little, like it's a little selfish. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. You can be whatever you want to be. Those who are going to accept you are going to accept you. Those that are not, they're not. And life, move on, keep going. However, since we're on the topic, I kind of agree with the doctor. I do. I agree with her when it comes to a point, because I've seen this like firsthand. I watched it, and it's been a very interesting unfold. So it don't end well because somebody's always being tugged from one side
to the other.
You get what I mean? And then I agree with Regis when he says, well, when you do tell a woman, hey, I have food with a man, maybe in my 20s, it's not the same as a woman coming to a man and saying, I fooled with a girl in my college days. You understand what I'm saying? The backlash of it is very different. The view of it is very different. Just like we always talk about, the studs are more accepted than the gay men. It's the society and how they have made it look now. You get what I'm saying? This looks bad now, so this is bad. This looks acceptable, so this is acceptable. I'm here for whatever the hell if he wanted to go screw a horse, go do it, baby. That is your business. I have nothing to do with that. If that makes you happy. I'm just saying, like, if that make you happy, go do whatever you want to do, because I don't have no heaven to hell to put you in. So I don't care. That's all I'm saying. I don't care.
So the thing is, because when I was younger, the guy who I dated, they always say, well, you had a little sugar in your tank, right?
I had plenty of that, honey.
Yeah, he had sugar, but now he is bisexual. You know, when me and him was growing up together, we was together from 13 to 17 off and on. So I knew it was signs there, but I never felt like that he will actually go sleep with another man, or I wasn't satisfying him as a woman or as a young lady when we was together either. So being put in those shoes, but not really having that conversation, because I saw it and people was like, is such and such gay or is he bi? I was like, I don't damn know. That's not something, we really have a discussion. The only thing I know is that he loves me and I love him. And that was the bottom line of it, But it was never anything, because you know how a lot of men are too. They put shit in your face, So like as you get older, they're dating men and women. They was like, well, I dated her, and I dated him, and him might be around y'all, and you didn't even know. And then half the men be lying that they're bisexual, and it's not even the fact that women can't handle it. It's the fact that they want their cake and eat it too.
It's a cop out. I think it's a cop out. I think I definitely think that you need to choose a side. When I was with my wife, I was with my wife. When I decided to depart and whatever we decided to do, I did my thing. But there was no sense of a crossover. You understand what I'm saying? Because there was no need for one.
But the thing is with Andrew is the fact that you've been married. You and this lady probably married for some years. And if did she know you was already bisexual? Was that conversation already taken? Or was this her first encounter of her seeing all this nonsense that you did? And that's it's not the point of you being bisexual and you a city official, because who you sleep with is your business. It ain't got shit to do with can you do the job.
I think she knew.
But the thing is, did she know? And the shit is embarrassing as fuck is what you did to your wife, regardless of which pun you want to be in or whatever. If you would sleep with a hoe in there with a bunch of prostitutes and had drugs all over the place, we still would feel the same way about your ass. It ain't no damn different,
Right.
But the fact that we got to find out that, because, black men and being gay, we still have not accepted that. Period, point blank. No matter how much you want to slice, dice it, flip it, put it in the flour, don't put it in the flour. We still have not accepted that. So the fact that he is with a whole woman, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's just
circumcising.
I'm slowly dying.
Palate must be something special. Because, for you to be able to flex between having peen in your mouth and pussy in your mouth, just what kind of palate do you have if you're bi?
I'm sorry.
Wait, bring it back up.
That's a part of the two P's.
I'm being serious. If you, okay, readers don't get started.
Nothing but that. Look at you. You're inside.
So what, it's like, unless fellatio and all that other stuff.
Well, for me, I'm just a freak.
Fellatio.
I'm just a
Just
freak.
be honest. That's all.
I like it all. You know what I'm saying? It's not
so
that
be honest about it.
It's not that I'm being greedy or selfish. I like everything.
Unselfish part about it is being honest and upfront. before
See,
being
but I've
involved
always been
or
honest and
entangled.
upfront. And I've had some girlfriends that were cool with it, but they come to find out that they dibbled and dabbled in damn self. So, you know, I
That's
was like,
why we're
oh,
cool with it.
that's why you cool with it. You know,
Yeah.
but for me, I'm just nasty.
Good. As long as they
And
know
there's nothing
that,
wrong.
then yes,
Honey, there's
nasty
nothing
too.
wrong with that.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that. But
I
see,
like a
here's the
little-
thing. You know what I love about that? You know what I love about Regis? Honestly, he's very honest. He's very open.
I love that until you put that umbrella up.
I love the fact that he liked that because he was just right, honey. He was, you know, I'm just me, you know. But you know what I could respect? That he had a conversation. And you heard him say, I had a conversation with these ladies before.
There you go.
Engaging and doing such and such and such. That is the conversation.
And that's what matters.
Let's clear this up. Before marrying my wife, I was old flaming sissy, honey, in high school. So let's clear this up. And guess what? She was right there. So she knew she was with the sissy before she. Hello.
Mhm.
So she was okay with it. Yeah.
See, but
she already knew. And see, that's the thing. When
Makes a
we're
difference.
talking about these
Be honest.
situations, most of these women don't know that these men are like that.
Right.
You're right.
That's where the problem comes in.
See, but I really do think she knew about Andrew Gillum though. When
How do
we
you
look
know?
back, when we look back at the photos and when the first thing first happened, it's like, you know, she stood by her husband. I'm like, okay, that's one flag, because any black woman that's with a black man and they've been caught naked with some man's foot next to their body, booty hole naked, with pills and liquor and stuff all over the hotel room, she's out the door. We getting divorced as pussy. We finna get alimony out here. We finna get. I'm taking the children. I want half the house.
All of it.
She was. Oh, I'm standing by my husband. You know about that shit.
What an image.
Where is she? Is she white lady?
Image. And then look at all the shows that we watch, you guys. And I always say there's truth to some of the things we watch, even though some of it may be, you know, written in or whatever. So look at all the shows that we do watch, right? You know, you got the Olivia Pope, you got How to Get Away with Murder, you got all these like politics situations, right? So what we do know is there is a controlling factor when it comes to what the public sees. We know there's a controlling voice somewhere back here that controls this up here.
Exactly.
So she probably couldn't leave. She probably couldn't say. She probably couldn't do. Because image for them is everything.
It's power.
And then he's a black man, so I don't want to tear him down. You know, there's a lot of factors.
A lot of reasons why he stuck.
Right. So I don't want to be the bitter woman going after this man. Like,
They have children too, right?
Because
but trust and believe, mama's out getting hers though. She gonna stick with him, but she finna get hers.
Try to get it in, honey. Get it all the way in, okay? Yes. Okay.
Or she could have been calm because she already did dabbing her damn self.
That too.
Honey, they could have a boyfriend. She could probably have a girlfriend, honey, and they could be kumbaya.
A lot of people be married just for the politician, and like you said, just for the image.
It's the image.
People can have two different whole houses and apartments, and we would never know the life. Really, plus, he's a little bit older. So, like, when you're a certain age, you were taught a certain way. And like, if you like 40 or older, like you carry yourself in a certain way. Like now 35 and younger, no.
And then you have to remember when so you made a really good point. So you have to, like you said, his age is very much so a factor, okay? Right? Because you have to remember that this generation is the one that's now just starting to be liberated and all out in the closet, out in the closet, and I'm gay and
ain't no closet.
Yeah, I'm free to be me, right? Right.
We come out garages nowadays.
Right, honey. So we're here. So we're here now. But 40 years ago, he was taught a different way.
Yeah.
That was something that just you wasn't supposed to do. You ain't gonna do. You're not gonna do a man. You get what I'm saying? These are the things that were preached. I know it was preached in my house, hallelujah. But I love my parents and I thank God for every piece of teaching they gave me. But these are one of the things that were taught. Now, here it is in my house with my kids. I'm a little bit more liberated. Of course I am, honey. Do you see how I look? However, I am a little bit more understanding. So he didn't have that growing up. You understand what I'm saying? So there would be a difference on how he came out, how he, you understand? And you know, that bi thing may be his cop out to be gay, but he may not be ready because you, like you said, he's 40. He may not be ready to accept all of that right now. You understand? So like I get it. And there's so many sides to this. You know what I mean? But you know, hey bro, Andrew, we wishing you the best, man. Wherever you want to put your penis into, hey, bro, go have that, okay?
Just not over here.
Yeah, live your life, okay? And I got one last more thing, one more story, and this is breaking news, honey, because she just posted about 30 minutes ago before we had got to chat. And Miss Nene Leakes, yes, the head bitch in charge, honey, has now told us that she will not be returning to Bravo for this season. I know people have been waiting on that, honey. They have been waiting. Y'all have been scouring, trying to figure out where the hell Miss Leakes has been, honey. And she has now reported that she will not be holding the peace this season. She said they couldn't get, negotiations just did not go right.
Is she doing something else?
I mean, she's doing plenty, okay? Mother is still staying booked and busy. And, anybody knows me know that I really love Nene. Y'all got to understand. But I really love Nene. Like, I love her hustle. I love, her come up. Like, I love that. Like, I love a Black woman come up, honey. I'm here for it, honey. I loves it, honey. I live for it. And especially to see it and get a chance to, kind of live it with her whole situation. These housewives, this platform is Nene Leakes. There will be no other, okay? There will be no other. Bravo is definitely missing out on, something great. And all of the women have spoken out and said, they really would, really would like her to come back. They wanted her to come back because they know this show is Nene Leakes. Now they got these other 2 or 3 bimbos on here that I don't even know I want to even get invested or invest my time into, because I'm tired of investing my time into these new girls. I am so over. Y'all get a new girl like every season, every 2 seasons. And then when we can get accustomed to them and finally like one of them and be okay, y'all snatch the diamond, the peach, the apple, y'all just snatch them all away. Y'all feathers, hair, weave, y'all just snatch it all, okay? And I am feeling some type of way about that because I am invested.
The crazy thing is when the situation was going down, and Nene was posting like New Jersey, the Housewives of New Jersey, and all the rest of them, and mob wise of how they paint Black women, where we can't get angry, we can't talk out of turn. We have this statistics on us if we are in the clamshell, and anytime we raise our voice or do anything, we're crazy, we ghetto, but white people,
it's true.
Women, all these other nationality women can do something, but we can't do shit.
And that's why I said what I said about Andrew. His wife probably could not say anything because she would have been painted as the Black, bitter woman. And that's not something that somebody wants to be painted as, But I invest in these Black shows. I love now I'm not a loving hip hop type person. That's not my clan of people. There are certain people that I do love and I kind of keep up with them versus, but that's not my thing. Housewives, Potomac, and Atlanta, no, baby. I keep up. So I'm invested. And that's why I be upset, because then y'all be switching these hoes out like I'm supposed to care.
Yeah, I stopped caring. At first, I used to care, and I was like, oh my God, I don't want people to paint me as the Hellraiser or the person who be talking shit. And now I don't care. I don't care what you or how.
Who cares what you think when you're running to the bank cashing a check?
And I will cuss your ass out with or without a check.
No, that you will do. So let's be clear about that. Cuss you out with or without a check. But what I'm saying, for is if I'm cutting up, at least I'm gonna get paid for it, honey. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
But Nene, we definitely are praying you much success. We know you're gonna be.
Nene will be fine.
Yeah, she's been on Broadway. Her resume is long, honey. And the truth of the matter is, Bravo just didn't want to pay for that resume because one of these other little white. one of these other little Caucasian, baby, one of these other little Caucasian girls had just off one of the other Bravo Housewives franchise. She just quit too, honey, because they wouldn't give her enough money either. So, look it up. I'm not invested in her. I just read the article like for a glimpse. I'm not invested in her.
I'm looking it up.
She wanted
The only one that I watch is the Braxtons.
It's the one with Lisa Vanderpump. I think used to be on. Hey baby, I think it's the one with Lisa Vanderpump. I think that's whatever it is. She on Hollywood Live or EP or whoever. I don't know who the girl is.
I don't watch none of them because they ain't got superpowers. So
hello, they got that what you say that what the DAP. Yeah.
What?
No, they got no WAP, honey.
they got the DAP.
Housewives, girl, stop playing. They got the DAP too.
Yeah.
But you know, on reality shows, the truth of the matter is, can't nobody keep nobody on a reality show. And I think I've explained the reason why these girls.
Eva?
Who?
I'm sorry. Is it Eva Marcel that's not returning?
No, baby, we ain't talking about Eva. We don't care about Eva. She was old news yesterday, thrown away, honey. Come on.
I think she not. Yeah,
we talking about on the other franchise, so I think it's not Hollywood.
Oh,
Potomac.
Oh, yeah, Richard. Hold on, I just saw her name.
Yeah, her.
Denise Richards. Okay.
Richard, is that her name? No, it's not her.
Hold on, it's coming back. It's coming back. Moving slow. Denise Richards.
Denise Richards.
Beverly Hills.
Yes, Beverly Hills. I'm not invested in those girls, so I really don't watch them.
I saw a glimpse of it. Somebody posted somewhere.
But I read an article just because, you know.
I couldn't hear you, Pam.
No.
Huh?
I couldn't hear you, baby.
I barely hear you.
Bring your boobs to the mic, baby. Bring your titties to the mic, honey.
You can't hear me now? What the
I
heck?
can now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't know what happened. I just said Denise. I had said Denise Richards earlier, but I don't watch it. I just caught a glimpse of somewhere in the media, in the news.
And they did the same thing. You know, Andy Cohen went on somewhere and talked about that he was upset that they were not able to meet negotiations with her. But once again, I don't keep up with these girls. I keep up with my Black girl magic. That's who's important to me. And so back to Nene. So Nene, we are wishing you the well, prosperous, all of that you can get you some, get you a piece, get you more. Honey, that has been my segment. You have been with JDR, and these girls on this here live have worn me out.
All right. So, in other news, y'all favorite part. Y'all about to learn something today. Get your notepads out.
Lord Jesus. I do school all day. I do not want to do no school now. I do virtual learning all day long.
Right now. You want to learn about this
Talk
stuff.
about pencil and paper like I ain't had that out all day.
Dr. Pansy, that's why she got.
That's because she the doctor.
Let me give you a pen, LT. Here you go. Get you.
A well-sharpened pencil, too. You can tell I don't use, apparently.
Can I write with this gloss?
That's fine.
No, you can't use my lip gloss.
Well, baby, that's all I got. I got an eyeliner pencil in here.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So, in other news, next segment that we're talking about. So, first I want to bring up the 19 families that bought nearly 97 acres of land in Georgia to create a city safe for Black people. Check that out.
I'll
Yes,
take your notes for real.
yes.
They bought how much acres?
19.
19?
19 people.
Oh,
yes,
97.
19
Scratch that out.
97 acres.
Yeah.
For it's supposed to be a safe haven for Black people?
Yeah.
But we all can't fit on 97 acres.
Yeah, but we can all go in again. 97 more of us can go in and buy more acres right next to it. So it's an end to that situation. So I know it was Toomsboro. So the land sits just east of Macon in a rural Wilkinson County, Georgia. So it's gonna be called Freedom. So it's called Welcome to Freedom.
Ain't that what
I love it.
Ain't that the name of the city in Black Lightning?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Regis, you be killing me.
Like, I don't know.
It might be.
But so the thought process of them were watching our people protesting in the street. While it is important, and I want people to stay out in the streets, bringing attention to the injustices of Black people, we needed to create a space and a place where we could be a village again, a tribe again, Scott said. We wanted to create this safe space where we can address our own issues and concerns.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I just feel like that would be like putting a target on your back though. Like, because now they're all in this one little spot. You know what I'm saying? And it's just gonna be I'm all, because y'all already know I'm all for segregation. I just feel like at this point, if we just not gonna get along, just separate.
Yeah, he said it. Yeah, doctor, that's what he said. You heard him. You heard what he said, doctor. That's what he said, doctor.
Okay.
It's no shade. If we're not gonna get along, if it's suddenly gonna be 200 more years of racism, then just separate.
Like, get the hell out the sandbox.
Exactly. Let's just separate and just be done.
And I'm here for them building this piece of village. I kind of want to get a piece myself.
The Jews have been doing it for the longest.
I totally get.
They need a hair store.
I just feel like with the climate, it's just like it kind of just puts a target on them for me. That would be my fear, that that America would get angry and we have this rise and then blow it up or burn it down or something. You know what I mean? So
they're gonna do that anyway.
I'm all for it.
I think for me the issue is, you bought all this property, but you don't have your own mayor, you don't have your own law enforcement, you don't have there's
but that's what they're creating.
That's what they're gonna do.
Create, and it's only gonna be Black people.
I understand that, but they don't have it now. So
the town is actually already put together because it's been on sale forever. Because we was looking at it some years back, so it already has like bank. It already has everything that really needs to go. So them going in the rural area, but you can always create that. You said what now?
Politically, who does it fall under?
America.
That's my thing. It's like when you can build your
Donald Trump's still over it.
Village, but you're politically from your mayor to your governor to your state. I mean, you still have all of these different layers, and so you when you develop this community, you're waiting to get your law enforcement. You're waiting to get your own hospital staff. You're waiting. So in the interim, you're building this city, and all your family is there, but really you're still not protected, because if you have to call the police, that's not your own enforcement.
See, that's what I mean by target. That's what I'm glad you said that.
I mean, but it has to form, it has to go, it has to be a starting point. You can never get there if you don't start.
Good. I think the starting point is great, but I think we need not forget that they are not still on safe ground. They own it, but they're still not on safe ground. And I think we need to get out of that mindset that, this is going to be freedom, when really they're not free until you really establish everything.
Until you separate yourself from America and become, because it's not like it's your own country. You know what I mean?
They need to be out on the island.
Technically, you can become your own country inside the United States, because California working on that right now.
Oh,
you can.
Yes, you can.
What I'm saying is, you still, like Regis said, you're still a target until you have everything in place. And if it takes 10 years, your family is no protected than I am here, you are there, he is there, she is there. You're no more protected. So while I think what they're doing is really wonderful, I think we need not lose insight on the fact that their freedom city is not really that free.
I agree.
It's free-ish. We don't call it free-ish.
To a certain point, you will never be, period, but you still have to grow, you still have to build, you still have to make it, you know what I'm saying, make it where it is your own city, your own. But again, even once it's there, nobody's ever protected. You know what I mean? They can come in and like, you know, and burn it down like they did Rosewood. You know, they can still do whatever, but just the whole fact of them realizing that they can do just like the white people do. The Jews have done it for years. They have their own communities. It's strictly a Jewish community, strictly Jewish politics, you know, everything, their stores, everything. It didn't start out that way. They had to come and take it from us and build it that way. But it's time, you know what I'm saying? Just to even see that we do have that mindset to go ahead and let's get started. It may take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, but the whole fact that mindset is there, that we can own, we can rule, we can separate ourselves, you know, slightly, because you'll never be completely separated. You know, even if they did become their own country, you know, they'll still never be completely separated. But just the fact that they have that mindset of ownership and that mindset of leadership and have something that they're building and being able to pass on and being able to pull their people in and put them in place and build their own politics and build everything, you know, I just want to encourage it, you know what I mean, opposed to trying to find ways to break it down, find ways to actually push it up, you know, and letting people know. And it's important that you brought that up, you know, because a lot of people don't see that big picture. You know what I'm saying? They see just that little small part and not really realizing, and it's going to take all of that work behind it. But I love the fact that people are able, like-minded people are able to come together and start, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to just give you your 40 acres back. You're going to have to go and take your shit back. You're going to have to go and build your own leadership, your own everything, and try to stick together because, you know, we're never going to have the full support, but at least we can start. You know, and we need to learn how to live off our own food, live off our own land, work with our own politicians, work with our own people. And it's a great start.
Yeah, work with our own companies, put money back into our own communities, you know.
Right, the Black Wall Street completely separate all over again, you know, everything.
Not
just
build this and still be shopping outside of that city, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, still buying things in China, buying things in Europe. Like, we didn't start having our own everything, our own technology companies, our own fabric making companies, our own, you know, distribution for everything. Then I think that's the only way we'll be separated and free.
We just don't support it enough.
Yeah, we don't.
So coming together, because it's better when we come together as one, you know, opposed to everybody trying to stand on their own. You know?
Because if we build like a whole bunch of those cities everywhere, our communities spend $1.6 trillion a year. So we
you said 1.6
trillion. $1.6 trillion a
year annually.
$1 trillion.
So I mean, it's not far-fetched to have that type of community where we are safe, where it is our safe haven, and especially legally if they're covered. And they have a good lawyer that knows the system in and out. You got somebody at the FBI agent, you got somebody at the GBI, you got somebody that's on court appointed judge that knows the legal system in and out, that is also protecting you as a community. And that's what we lack in any situation, regardless if we're in our own cities or outside of it, you know?
Right. So, and we have to start planting our own people within their politics, you know, because they do it. So we need to start doing the same thing, start planting our own people, purposely putting our own people within their system as well, you know, to come back for us, for our information for us. So yeah, I love it. And I think I'm ready. Y'all ready? I'm ready. I'm ready about some land.
That's a conversation I always have where we really ready for desegregation, and I think we never were. You know, it was never, and that's when Martin Luther King, he was afraid that he put his people inside of a burning building, you know, led them inside, because even though the plan and the stuff was, you know, it was there, and I want to be able to drink out the white. It shouldn't be white only in color, only. And me still like being raised in the South, my grandmother went through that. And then like my grandma, not second generation grandma, not third great grandma, like my grandmother couldn't go to Marietta, Georgia. At night she worked up there, but when the sun was going down, she had to hurry up and bring her ass back into Atlanta. And that was my grandmother. That wasn't my great grandmother. My third grandmother. That was the person who helped raise me.
Right. That was not too long ago.
No, it's not the perfect. And that was even when it was supposed to be desegregated. And it still was going on.
It's supposed to be desegregated now, and it ain't.
Yeah, and it's towns that we can't go into as Black people.
That's right.
And jog.
Thank you. Right, seriously. Sad but true.
You're right.
What's happening to this day?
Yeah.
All right. What else we got going on?
Depressing after depressing, but the next
I
depressing.
can't hear you, Pam.
Oh, you can't hear. Oh well, can you hear me now? What the?
Yes.
Okay.
Bring your titties to the mic, baby.
No.
There you go.
No, I was getting ready to say that I have made it a point to frequent places that don't have a lot of Black people, because I feel like if my presence make you uncomfortable, be fucking uncomfortable. Because I belong to. I've earned everything that I have, and I can spend that kind of money. God damn it, I'm gonna go there, and I'm not going to be walking in someplace and be like, "Oh, and none of those people." Well, guess what? I'm here too, and that's the only way that people can get used to raising the bar for ourselves. We don't necessarily have to have a community to fit in.
Right.
I never want to feel like that, where the only time that I can fit in into high-priced places is if it's a Black community. No, I'm gonna let these white people, whatever the heck I want to call them, to be politically correct. I'm not politically correct. I'm just direct. And I just feel like I'm going to make you get comfortable seeing me do the exact same thing that you do, and that's what it is. Because that's what can change the narrative for them to respect that we have the same place that we can go, and there is no Blacks only, whites only.
Right. That's why a lot of Black people go buy houses in all white neighborhoods, not necessarily because they want to keep up with the Joneses or because they think they're white or anything of that sort. Yeah, we do have those, but we also have the people that insist, yeah, I'm going to go buy one of those houses right in that same neighborhood just because I can. I know a lot of people have that attitude.
That's
some
raising
people
in the sun to me.
I mean, I don't think
it's like raising in the sun to me.
Right. It's nothing wrong with that, but I have a different mindset when I had a son, and a Black son, and a son that I know that's going to be 6'1" to 6'2" and above, and not going to be 100 pounds soaking wet, because he's 12 and he's almost taller than me, and I'm 5'6", So even though I have the mentality of I don't really care, and like even when I'm in and I worked in those type of neighborhoods where it's Confederate flags and then nothing but white people, those white people were nothing but good to me. I can't say, well, all of them are racist and I don't want to be bothered with them. I can't say that,
Right.
And we know that as a people as well, that that is good apples and bad apples. My thing is call out the bad apples.
And be consistent on calling out the bad apples.
Yeah.
Right. And most Black families don't actually teach their kids that type of hatred.
They
don't. Yeah.
My kids love everybody.
I don't want my son to feel some type of way because he in a certain school system and there ain't nothing but them. Even though he can fit in anyway, he just like his mom. Like we can literally go anywhere and live. I went to care was a Puerto Rican, Mexican, like whoever it is, I'm gonna get along with them. That's just how I've always been, But
and it's usually coming from the other end anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just don't want him to be in the certain neighborhoods and the Caucasian family, because 9 times 10 it'd be the mom and the daddy or the teachers. You know, they teaching those children this nonsense. You know, and then if something happens between my child and your child, and you know how it goes. You know,
Mhm.
I don't want to have to go and have to, you know, somebody
Be
get
black.
married, go put their ass in a white sheet and put them in the ground, because I don't have time for it. You're not gonna
Right.
do that.
Right.
We don't, but you know, we don't teach hatred either. We don't teach our children hatred. 'Cause
No.
We don't.
really know hatred. We were born and bred on love. We were born and bred on nurturing. That's just a lot of our nature. And so it's very different because we came up through, you know, generations of slavery and generations of wanting to figure out how to fit in. So we don't know hatred. We know, and we teach our kids how to belong with other races and get along with other races. But when you are or have been a majority most of your life, you're bred differently. That's why there's privileged, you know, and they feel privileged because of that. Black people they don't grow up feeling privileged. We're not privileged because of the
No,
culture.
because we have to work our asses off for
Super
every
hard.
penny, every cent that we get, that we earn. So you know, we're born being humble. You know what I mean? You know, I know that was one of the things that my parents definitely put in me. You know, don't be boastful, don't be prideful. You know, those were the things that you did not do. You know, and so I don't teach my kids hatred. You love everybody. You love everybody. They loving you. You love them.
Right.
You know, and even the ones that mistreat you, love them too. But just leave them alone, okay?
Right. All right, guys. It has been a pleasure being with you today. So catch us each and every Thursday at 7-ish.
Yes, 7-ish.
On right here. Right here on Urbanish. So that's URBAN.ish. Make sure y'all go follow us. It has who y'all got today? Sound like a little kid. Tank still saying the stuff. Tank, we done, Tank. Leave us alone.
Yeah, baby. He's over here thinking and walking back and forth like y'all supposed to be done.
So make sure you guys, as my always, if you didn't catch my intro, where my flight attendant at? Where you got the stuff? Come on, flight attendant.
I ain't got it on me this time.
Where the hand sanitizer at?
I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere.
Oh,
wait a minute.
Got some hair glue.
Hold on, I got some right here.
Look, I got white out.
Where you mask? Where you mask at?
Hold on, let me grab it.
Okay, I got a brush.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so make sure you guys are staying COVID-19 safe. Make sure you're wearing your mask. Wait, mask flight attendant. And if you don't have soap and water, make sure you guys are using hand sanitizer. And if you are near soap and water, make sure you're washing your hands for 20 seconds. And you can find us on all social media platforms at Urbanish. Dr. Pamela Gurley, where can we find you?
At IAMDRPGURLEY. At I am Dr. P Gurley on all platforms, on all social media.
Not that shit part, y'all. Don't look that part up.
Right. Jamie Moore, where can we find you?
Well, good morning, darling. You can find me in the ray of sunshine, but you can also find me at The Real JDR on Instagram and J Nelson on Facebook.
Awesome. Flight attendant, where can we find you?
At your baby daddy house.
Oh, I hope not.
No.
And that's a wrap.
No, you can find me at Redress Bell, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud. Everything is Redress Bell. REDRISBELL.
All right, LT.
Yeah, it's me, LT. That's my Cash App. It's me, LT. That's where you can find me. Sign in front of it. Yeah, LT Latanya Wright on IG and Latanya Wright on Facebook. Cash App, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna go change mine out of that. The real JD Orr.
That's right. It's me,
All
LT.
right, guys. Till next time, stay positive.
Peace.